What's poppin', my dudes, dudettes, and non-binary homies? It's Cauldron of Thought. Welcome to the first episode of You Should Bump. And as I stated in the last video, it will be on City Morgue. Now I know what you're thinking. Hey, Logan, Javi, whatever you're calling yourself this week. Didn't you say that it would be on Clipping? And to that I say, no, you're insane. You're crazy. You need to check into a mental hospital. I clearly said that it would be on City Morgue. Editing guy, roll the footage. And the first episode will be on City Morgue. I bet you feel real stupid, don't you? Anyways, yeah, first episode of You Should Bump is on City Morgue. Who is City Morgue? I'm glad you asked, dear viewer. City Morgue is a duo consisting of Junius Zillakami Rogers and Vinicius Sosmula Sosa. They've been around since around 2017. They've released 5 projects together and 2 solo projects each. As I said earlier, they started in around 2017. They met on Mula's first day out of jail, and they kind of just hung out and started making a bunch of songs together, and it kind of just grew from there. Now, there used to be a third guy named Thrax. I hate Thrax. All my homies hate Thrax. More on him later. Also, Zilla's brother, Peter Rogers, otherwise known as Righteous P, is the head of the record label Hikari Ultra, which they're kind of signed to, but they're also signed to Republic, so I'm not really sure of the logistics of that. But anyways, so, projects they've released so far. Be Patient EP, Volume 1, Hell or High Water, Volume 2, As Good As Dead, Toxic Boogaloo, and Volume 3, Bottom of the Barrel. Their best project so far is Hell or High Water, don't at me. And they've also released 2 solo projects. Zillakami has released the German Dogs EP and the Dog Boy album. Sosmula has released the Cleanup Crew EP and 13 Songs to Die To. Now, you're also probably wondering, what kind of music do they do? And I'm glad you keep asking questions. That's really good. They mostly specialize in trap metal. Now, you're probably also wondering, what's trap metal? And I think at this point, you should just stop asking questions and let me talk. So, trap metal is basically a subgenre of trap music. What makes it metal is kind of just the way it's produced. There's a lot more guitars, absolutely blown out 808s, and just kind of more of like a horrorcore tinge. To be fair, when they first started out, their stuff was way harder, like Gangrene, Yuck Mouth, stuff like that. They've kind of mellowed out as they've gone along, but they've still kept that, like, bass. They usually use a lot of the same producers, Thrax, as I said earlier, Young Germ, Windows, and Ronnie J? I think Ronnie J. But let's talk about Thrax. Thrax is an amazing producer. However, he's also one of the worst people you could ever meet. This dude scams like his life depends on it. Whoo boy, check it. Do you want to spend $200 on some really crappy leather jeans? Of course you do. Do you want to never get the jeans? Of course you do. This dude has continuously scammed people for the last couple years, and it's hilarious that people keep falling for it. Literally one of the funniest things ever. Anytime you try to confront this dude, whoo boy, does he get mad. Also, he's got some like weird fetish with his dog and like it pooping. I don't know. I don't like it. It's kind of gross, bro. For real, you should stop doing that. But anyways, back to the boys. So early on, before they officially became City Morgue, when it was just like, you know, Zillakami x Smula, they did a few songs with 6ix9ine, Helsing Station, and some other one, I think. I don't know. And like straight up, it's a good song. Like Zillakami and 6ix9ine used to like kind of hang out. But then 6ix9ine kind of did this really cool thing to where he like completely stole like Zilla's style, like the whole like like the whole like that kind of thing, and he kind of just ran with it, but he made it worse. And like, of course, like, you know, 6ix9ine, he blew up, and he kind of just like left Zilla and Sos in the dust, which is like straight up just a dick move. So like now they kind of have beef. Like on Toxic Boogaloo, they kind of like mention in a couple songs. I think it's Buaka and then Yakuza. It came out during the time he like ratted on everybody and all that crap. And like straight up, Zillakami ghost wrote like all of 6ix9ine stuff. People are like, oh no, he only wrote some. Now like straight up, Zillakami ghost wrote all of 6ix9ine's lyrics and like all of his flows. And he straight up just like ditched him and like ran with it. Alright, so I'm gonna be honest. I haven't listened to the Be Patient EP, German Dogs, or Cleanup Crew in a while, so I don't really like remember. But I will tell you like what I think the best songs from each project are and which ones you should listen to. So, alright, Volume 1, Skatehead. Skatehead, straight up one of my favorite songs like ever. It's insane. Like, Sosmula doesn't really like go that crazy anymore these days, but in the old days, my man used to go off. This is low-key one of his best verses. Just like the slow build-up from just like him kind of being hype, and then it, like his verse ends with him just like screaming at the top of his lungs. It's insane. It gets me hyped every time, dude, I swear. And Zilla brings like the exact same energy, like where like it starts out mellow, like, well, okay, not mellow, but like it starts out with him just like regularly talking loud, and then ends with him just like screaming his guts out, and it's like insane. Production was by Thrax, and like I said, Terrible person, amazing producer. The beat on this is just gorgeous. That guitar, that but it's just like crazy, dude. Volume 2, Good is Dead. I think my favorite track is Neck Brace, which is the opener. Once again, produced by Thrax. The hook on this, stupid, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. It goes, it goes, it goes. This song's gotta go crazy live. I haven't had the pleasure to see him live yet, but I would love for them to play this because this song would go stupid, man. As far as the verses are just like kind of like standard. But, like, I think the real highlight of the song here is just the hook. Like, the hook just... Oh, God, this hook is so good. Like, this is one of their best hooks, I swear. Zillakami always kills it with the hooks, man. Alright, so next one is Toxic Boogaloo. So this one was kind of just like more of a mixtape. It was basically a bunch of throwaways from Volume 2 that they didn't want to use. So, yeah. But anyways, favorite song on here is the So Smula solo, Yakuza. This one was produced by Young Germ and Ryder. And it's kind of the same situation as Neck Brace. This is much more of a hook song. A lot of Sosa's stuff is mostly just hooks. Like, a lot of the lyrics are very repetitive, but he always, like, keeps up the energy. This man probably says skirt on this song 60 plus times, but straight up, it's one of the best things I've ever heard. Skirt, 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 skirt. Once again, production insane. He usually doesn't like doing like guitar beats or harder beats, which sucks because he always sounds great on them, and this is like an amazing example of that. Volume 3, Bottom of the Barrel. My favorite is Cabin in the Woods featuring Josiah. This one was a Young Germ cut, and once again, crazy. The energy on the hook for Zilla from this is just absolutely insane. That scream he does is just guttural, man. And that main string stamp, it has this weird feeling where like it drags or just like kind of chugs along, but it fits so well. Like it sounds like a mix of strings and you're just kind of like scraping sheet metal together, and it just sounds gorgeous. As I said, the feature on this is Josiah. He's on Can't Feel My Face from So Smula's 13 Songs to Die To album. And as I said, a pretty good feature. He's mixed weird. Like, he sounds quieter than everything else, which is the same problem he has on Can't Feel My Face. But I don't know, maybe it was just like an artistic choice, because I don't know how he messed that up twice. But it's a good feature. He fits the energy of the song really well. Like, he meshes very well with them, which is good. Because Drano on Volume 2 has a Denzel Curry feature. But don't get me wrong, I love me some Denzel. I'm gonna go see the dude in June. First pit show. It's gonna be insane. I can't wait. But he just straight up not fit with the energy of the song. Same with So Smula in that song. Like, Zillakami's the only one that kind of got, like, the idea of what was going on. Like, it's supposed to be, like, a very sad song about, like, you know, like, depression and all that. And then So Smula's like, I sell crack, I kill people, Jumbo Shrimpy, Jumbo Shrimpy, Jumbo Shrimpy. And, like, Denzel's just kind of doing this, like, weird yelling thing, but it's not scream yelling, and it just doesn't fit. Anyways, apologies for the side tangent. Josiah just fits really well in this song. Alright, so for solo stuff, Dog Boy, my favorite song is Chains. Once again, this is Germ, I believe. I like the production on this. It's a bit more stripped back. It's mostly just the beat is kind of driving it, but I like that. Hook on this, I really love that big bang truck with the piece truck. Verses are good too. I like what was it at the end of the first verse where he's like, people trying to be like me, but you can't be like me. Your name is Timothy. That's a good one. I like that. That whole album in general, I like around half of it. After a while, it gets kind of repetitive, but like I think it was like pretty much 90% produced by Germ. And to be fair, Germ does kind of like make the same song over and over. But yeah, out of the two solo albums, to be fair, I just like 13 Songs to Die To more. Speaking of which, my favorite song off of that album is Queef. Now, you're probably wondering, why do you like a song called Queef? And hey, I'm glad you started asking questions again. Sorry for blowing up at you earlier. I didn't mean it. Queef, straight up, is one of the best songs I've ever heard. And you think I'm playing? I'm really not. This was produced by Amertumb. I have no idea who that is. I've never heard of the guy before. But Homeboy did a great job. The main sample is just like this weird like trumpet thing. It's like, which I think is just like an Omnisphere preset. Like, you can recreate the song pretty easily. But like, even though it's like a super simple song, it's still amazing. Like I said earlier, Sos has a lot of repetitive lyrics, but he keeps up a good energy, and it like keeps you going, you know? Like, it gets you hyped up. The song's like a minute and some change. It's really short, but I think it's just like, it doesn't overstay its welcome, and like, I can continuously loop it and not get tired of it. Also has one of the best ad-libs ever. Saying that chick, all brazy, make your pussy fart, and then the... But yeah, I think that's it. I've been recording for like half an hour now, but this is probably gonna be like less than a 10-minute video. I like straight up chugged a monster right before I was recording, and it kind of just messed me up. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to how much I just have to cut and how much dead air there's gonna be in this video. But yeah, as to why I didn't do clipping, I just didn't feel like it. I also need to stop like making promises about what I'm gonna do in my videos because straight up I just don't follow through on a lot of it. But yeah, the clipping video is still coming. I just don't know when. I have a lot of other projects I want to do besides You Should Bump, so I just kind of have to figure it out. I need to write down a schedule or something, man, but yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, the little itty bitty bell. Press that if you want or don't. It's up to you. Show the video to your mom. I already showed her last night, but you know, nothing wrong with a second viewing. All right, peace.